I Love Wayne's World says, how do I learn God's will for major life decisions like buying a pet, or when and where to move, or who I should marry, or if I should even get married? How do I know if it's from God or my own desire? I Love Wayne's World. I'm going to say something that is going to be a little bit strong, okay? And I hope, know this, I'm not, don't take it personal if I say this kind of strong, because I'm not saying it assuming anything about you. I'm saying it because of my own experience with my own understanding of discerning God's will that I've developed over the years. The primary way in which you know God's will for your life is not how you feel or what you perceive within yourself. It's just not. The primary way in which you know God's will for many of these decisions you're making is through Scripture and their general principles, and then you make a choice. And this is something that took me a while to get to, right? When I got married, I did not have a promise from God that it would go well. But I had principles that this was a godly woman who respected me, who supported me, whom I loved very much, and who I thought would be a good match. And I decided to marry her. God didn't tell me she was the one. I feel like I prayed and the Lord showed me she was a one. Is that weird? I mean, once you get married, they're the one. I don't care if they were the wrong one. Now they're the one. They're the right one now because you're married. So get over it. You know, that's what marriage is. Marriage is like, you're the one. That's what makes you the one. You don't find the one and marry him. You marry him and now they're the one. That's how that works. So when it comes to things like marriage, you have real choices to make. You may have 5 girls out there that you're thinking like, well, one of them looks pretty good. Maybe, and maybe 3 of them are willing to, consider being in a relationship with you. And so you look at your interactions, and you look at their character, and you look at your character, and you look at the way that you try to project forward what that would be like. And you're going to be wrong. You're going to get married. There's going to be a bunch of stuff you didn't expect and things you didn't know about them or yourself. But that's just what you do. And then you move forward and you just realize, as a Christian, I cannot expect God to tell me the best possible outcome all the time. Like, oh, take this job because 10, 20 years down the road, it'll just be the best thing ever. And it's just like, I don't think that God's plans are tailored for my success. They're tailored for his ultimate will and glory. And so I just have to make good choices. Now, God might guide you in getting a pet, but most likely you're just going to get a pet. And maybe the Lord will guide you through his word on how you conduct yourself with your pet. Like the proverb says, a righteous man regards the life of his animal. Right, that you steward well that responsibility. But I just think that Christians, many of us, like myself at a younger age, I just thought I didn't want to make decisions. I wanted God to show me the best choice so that I could have his guarantee that it would go well. And I just slowly learned that this is a crippling thing for us. We fail to really analyze our situation and make a wise choice, like using the book of Proverbs and using our understanding to the best of our knowledge, and realize I don't have a guarantee of success, but what I can do is make wise choices and then act faithfully unto Christ in the life I live. And this is a brilliant and beautiful and wonderful thing. Now, that being said, I'm not at all opposed to God showing you, go get this job, and he shows you, but don't be worried if he doesn't. Just don't make the mistake. Okay, in the book of Judges, Joshua makes this deal with the Gibeonites. He's not supposed to make a deal with them. And they deceive him into making the deal. But there's this commentary in Judges about it. It says that Joshua didn't pray. He didn't ask God. And the implication is God would have told him. That was that one moment where he was going to be deceived and God would have showed him divinely. I think that make sure you pray over these choices, but don't expect that God has to show you what to choose. It's okay for you to make a choice. Just don't neglect prayer and try to make it biblical to the best of your ability. Major life decisions, yeah. Who you should marry. Well, a Christian. That's clear in Scripture. So there you go. You've already eliminated a lot of the world. Preferably someone who's loves you, is going to support you, is going to be committed to you and to Christ and things like that. So yeah.